Hi there. Oh wow, my hair is messy today. You see, when they teach you in internet school, in the hour-long presentations you have to do every year in elementary school, if you were born after 2000, you should never, ever, ever go on the internet not looking your best, especially if you're showing your face. So, theoretically, I should not have gone on the internet at all until I fixed my hair. Well, it made my hair look perfect. And put on a ton of makeup and was not in a sweatshirt. And theoretically, if I do those things, I will not be made fun of. But, you see, I have actual lived experience on the internet, and I have found that I will be made fun of no matter what I do. So I'm just going to embrace it at this point. Speaking of, I have a very make funnable topic today, which is, at this point in my career, I'd normally be doing a Q&A session. A couple weeks in, people are asking questions. So instead, since obviously I'm filming this, and it's going to be published, well, it's not going to be published, but it's going to be scheduled for 2023, but I am filming this in 2021, so none of you are going to see this, and I will not be able to interact with you guys in real time through these videos. Might interact with you through comments. I am going to be answering this 100 getting to know you questions from Sign Up Genius. It's the first thing that shows up on Google for icebreaker questions. So, question number 1. Who is your hero? I don't really have a hero, I'd say. It used to be Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Then it was Hillary Clinton. But right now, I wouldn't really say I have a hero. If I could live anywhere, where would it be? Billionaires Row in New York City. No. I'd want to live in a tree in Central Park. What is your biggest fear? Isolation. Well, not isolation. Confinement. Not having freedom. What is your favorite family vacation? I went to Texas with my mom when I was 6. That was fun. We spent all week at water parks. What would you change about yourself if you could? I think I'd make my voice deeper, because it's very high. It's always been very high. It's always been very annoying. What really makes me angry? Capitalism. What motivates me to work hard? Socialism. What's your favorite thing about your career? I don't really have one at this point, so I'd say this YouTube thing is the closest thing I'm going to get to a career. But my favorite thing about my dream job. Oh, what's your biggest complaint about your job? Okay, a lot of these are very job related. My favorite thing about my career at the moment is you guys, my fans. Obviously, the people who are there for me. Of course, when I'm filming this, and you do not know that I exist, so that's cool. What is your biggest complaint about your job? I'm too worried about my privacy and stuff to actually interact with you guys in real time. What is your proudest accomplishment? I can roller skate. I have roller skated more than 50 miles an hour in the past. That's cool. What is your child's proudest accomplishment? My child is my gecko. She's gorgeous. I've not shown her on this yet, but I will eventually at some point. Her biggest accomplishment is that she gets up every day in the morning. She succeeds in life. What is your favorite book to read? I'm sure this is going to be another question here, but I kind of grew up reading John Green novels and Nicholas Sparks novels, and those are most people's favorite books to read, so I'd say those. What makes you laugh most? Not really anything anymore. What was the last movie you went to? I illegally watched Miss Peregrine. Peregrine. I have no idea how to say that. Some for Peculiar Children. Is a assignment for. Well, I watched it once when I was 7. And then I had to watch a sci-fi movie for my English class. And I chose that. And apparently, it's a fantasy movie, so now I have to watch another sci-fi movie. And I thought it was not as scary as I thought it would be when I was 7. As I thought it was when I was 7. I was not 7, I was 8, sorry. How old was I in 2016? I was a child. Okay. Not 2018, 2016, sorry. What did you want to be when you were small? I used to want to be an astronaut ballerina when I was 4-ish. What does your child want to be when she grows up? Why don't they just say there? You should just say there. It's much easier than saying he or she. Anyway, what does your child want to be? Dr. Astronaut still wants to be a gecko, I think. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Laugh. What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? Roller derby. That's very, yeah. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? Ride a bike. Oh, any of these are good. I like doing all of these. I don't like driving. Well, I'd say not driving because, like, carbon emissions, and I have a bad history with horses, so I'd say bikes. Yeah, horses have thrown me off of them before. What would you sing at karaoke night? Anything by Britney Spears. Maybe a One Direction song, too. What 2 radio stations do you listen to in the car the most? This is a very specific question. And I don't really listen to the radio. Well, I do listen to the radio, but the radio station will give away my location, as everything does. So I'm just not going to say that one. What would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? Vacuum the house or wash the dishes. I do not like mowing. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work? I like cooking, and I like yard work, so cleaning. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Something very low in calories. Who is your favorite author? I don't really have one. It used to be J.K. Rowling, just because she wrote the Harry Potter books, and I use those as escapist fan fiction of my life. But, obviously, I mean, I never say J.K. Rowling now, so, I don't really know who my favorite author is. Oh, Tilly something, what's her name? She wrote that gay book about figure skating. I like her, she's cool. Yeah, have you ever had a nickname? What was it? My brother used to call me Jaisley Org. Do you like or dislike surprises? Oh, I punched a girl once for calling me Jules. Do you like or dislike surprises? I like good surprises. I do not like bad surprises. I do not like accidentally getting a D in math. I do like going to Universal. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? I'd rather play a game. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska, and why? Alaska, because there's a better chance I'll die. But if I survive, it'd be more satisfying. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job, and why? I'd work at the perfect job because the perfect job would mean getting a salary of $1 million a day. So, more than the lottery, if I work there for a year. Who would you want to be stranded with on a desert island? I don't really know. Probably my brother, honestly. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Interior design. I mean, I'd still do a job. I'd be an interior designer. Or I'd just go the purge on everything. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? Oh my god, we're only on question 33. I'm only going to go to 50. because like I need to stop doing this. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? Okay, so 1920s, white women get the chance to vote, ish. But the 20s were fun. But that was right after a war, and that was right before war. So 30s was very war-y, leading up to a war. 40s was definitely in war. 50s was nuclear family, scary, scary, scary. 60s was civil rights movement. 70s was women getting more rights and people of color getting more rights. 80s, that was Nixon, right? Yeah, Nixon, no, that was Reagan. Reagan's worse. Okay, no, 60s was Nixon, right? 90s, oof, bad passion. So I'm gonna have to say right now or the future. How would your friends describe you? Annoying bitch. What are your hobbies? Roller skating. That's it. I don't have any other hobbies. That's my one facet of my personality. Now I also play the alto saxophone and I do exercise like a lot, even though you cannot tell. Double chin and all. But you cannot. Yeah, I do a lot of exercise things. What is the best gift you've been given? Chance of death. What is the worst gift you ever received in life? Aside from necessities, what is one thing you cannot go a day without? All these things that I'm thinking of, I've gone without in the past, so nothing really. List 2 pet peeves. People who talk with voice like mine with extreme vocal fry. Don't know if you can hear that. Extreme vocal fry. And 2 pet peeves is people who are ironically dumb. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? With a shotgun to your head. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Less than you. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Invisibility. What would you do if you won the lottery? Invisibility. No. I would buy my way through college. What form of public transportation do you prefer? Air, boat, bus, train, car, etc. Cars, Ubers are public transportation, I guess, sort of. But I like trains. I like trains. What's your favorite zoo animal? Elephants. If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? That guy who started the prejudice. I read about it in this book. This really cool book about the history of racism. Blah blah blah. But that guy who had that one prejudice against people of color, black people in particular, in like the 3rd century. So yeah, that guy. I'd kill him or something. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be? Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, and Thomas Jefferson, so I could punch him in the face and the balls. How many pillows do you sleep with? Like 1. What's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? 72 hours. Because I forgot. What's the tallest building you've ever been to the top in? So either the Sears Willis Tower in Chicago or the CN Tower in Canada. I'm not sure which one is taller. So, yeah, I've been to the top of both of those. Have I been to the Empire State Building? I think I've, been on the ground floor, but I have not gone to the top of that. Because that's where Mount Olympus is. Anyway, see you guys whenever in 2023 or later. Today is February 19th, 2021. See ya.